Hi everyone, Jaeger here, and we're going to be doing some streaming tonight. We're just going to be going through a couple things here real quick. Just going to talk about some things with the news and with some upcoming video that I'm going to make, and we'll see what other topics want to arise as we stream. But anyways, how's everyone today? Let me know how's everyone doing. But anyways, we're just gonna do a couple story missions and then maybe some other stuff. Well, it might take a minute for people to arrive anyway, so um, we'll just get this started. And I am going to be skipping through the dialogue. It's nothing we all haven't probably already seen. But so yeah, what do you guys think of the news? So far, it looks to be a little slow. Hopefully, um, it doesn't get slower and we lose. Well, not lose some time, but hopefully we don't. Hopefully we don't. What's it called? What's the word I'm trying to find? Lose like new player interest. Something that I'm sure this game definitely needs to keep its momentum to try to flesh out all the players that can get to it, obviously. So besides that, let's hope we get something fun, something useful in the next week or a few days. Hopefully, along with this banner, they give us maybe some, just random like who what's it quests or something to occupy our time while we wait for the next event, because that will definitely be handy and useful for a lot of people. I mean, hopefully we can get some quests, maybe something that'll increase our ascension item stock load or something of that nature. That might be nice. Without having a big grand event, but just having a small ascension item event that'll just be like like a daily thing, maybe a mission just to give us just a little extra bump of ascension items. That would be nice. But other than that, I'm hoping to look forward to some other things in this game. I still haven't passed Orleans with any of the counts that I've started, so once I get to the point where I actually stopped on the last account that I had, I'll probably start doing that on my own time, looking at the story, because I do like this story. It is engaging and interesting. So definitely something to look out for me and my interests as well. Let's see here. Yeah. And if you the first time you're seeing this stream or the first time you're joining us, if you haven't already, come on by and check out our Discord. The link is down in the description. Um, we try to post as much as we can. It's small, but it is growing, and we try to help everyone out, see what's going on with everyone, as well as post guides and useful information in the Discord for everyone to see and everyone to access, um, so that you can definitely become a better player, better um, uh, use the resources is what I'm saying. You use the resources that are given for sure. Never sell yourself short by not checking something out that could be helpful to you, helpful to your game. Even if you're a veteran player, and you just need a quick reference, might have forgotten what's what or something. Go on and check it out. But anyways, so we're just rolling on through here. Nothing amazing. I am using a setup I don't normally use for these missions, only because it's fun. And besides that, I also get the bond XP with some of these servants that I want to get their bond levels up as much as I can, which is always useful, always nice to have. So thanks, Kinsey. Appreciate the lookout. I totally forgot to mention that for the Discord. It's something I always forget. I know I'm not used to tagging people, or generally, but it is what it is. Yeah, something to say. So, how are you tonight? Um, or I'm not sure whatever time zone you're in, but it's tonight for me. It's about 7:45 right now. But anyways, how's your night? What do you think about this lack of news and the news that we have gotten so far? Uh, I think at least communication. Oh, okay, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, both on the West Coast. Good times. Hey, Draco Lord, how you doing? Um, we're just starting a conversation here. Just wanted to get everyone up to speed. Basically, um, my thoughts on this news were was bothersome. Yes, can say definitely this lack of news is bothersome, but I think at least they're putting some effort now. Now that now that they have given news, and hopefully, like they did before with the Neurofest event and with the banner for Gilgamesh, that that they'll start to give us more information in a timely manner, so that we always have like something like two items going at once, like one for the current banner or current event, and then before that one ends, we at least get the next information for the next event or for the next banner, whatever it may be. So that hopefully they get back into that pattern of what we had before Neurofest. And yes, Draco Lord, it isn't exactly news. It's more of just your uh, daily stuff. They have to say something. I would hope if they didn't say anything for um, what was it called? I know that convention, uh, Otakon. Yeah, it's a weird word for me to pronounce. But anyways, um, yeah, I can say that's true. It is a little disappointing. But once again, it's not the same game as JP. We can't expect we can't expect them to have exactly the same schedule unless they released on the same day. And then we might see something similar. But I believe this game was released earlier, so we can't really blame them if they want to get on schedule with how JP's events go, with like the dates that they go on, with like Halloween and others in the and those holidays and such. So I think they might be trying to do that with this extended period. And yeah, Nick, I would agree. A better banner is something to look forward to. I know Jian isn't exactly the most amazing, but she is useful. She has her uses. So hopefully we'll see something better in the next coming weeks. If not, if we do get the Orleans banner or the Moonfest, whatever the next one is. Yeah, Nick, I agree. The servants that are in the banner. I mean, everyone's already been here for a month. The game's been out. We've all been pulling. We've all gotten pretty much all the same servants right now at this point. It's not like there's been a whole lot of variety in the game, especially since it's so new. It's hard for them to really justify um, giving us this banner, in my personal opinion as well. Yeah, and Siegfried, I mean, he's useful. He's cool, but I wouldn't pull for Siegfried either. Yeah, I can say the banner's useful, but they're not anything overly amazing. If they had a rate up for uh, possibly Hercules as one of the 4 stars, that might have been more interesting. Because Hercules is one of those berserkers that just it's not a must-have, but he's extremely good and extremely powerful to have in your deck. Hmm. Golden or Arthur? Yeah, I can see that. Oh, Nick, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. That's never fun getting your hopes up. You got that golden shiny, and then you were let down a little bit. Ooh, let's do this. So close. I know. So, anyways, I also wanted to go over some things tonight. Just I have a little list of items that I wanted to pass through you guys regarding my next video, and just to see what you guys thought. So that's another thing I want to run by you guys before I end the stream today. Just a heads up, I'm only going to be streaming for about an hour, maybe 45 minutes at the least. And ooh, that's nice, Mayor. That's pretty good. Um, but um, but anyway, so I wanted to see what you guys thought on this next video that I was um, contemplating producing, or not producing, but the next video I was contemplating working on. So the title of the video I haven't set in stone exactly, but it's just going to be like 5 tips and good practices to follow in Fate Grand Order, which as you'll see once I start to outline what I'm thinking, what I'm pondering, should make sense. I mean, it's not a be all end all kind of list, but definitely something to keep in the back of your mind every time you're playing the game. So the first item on the list is always, always has to deal with, or not always has to, but it's going to deal with the lower level servants. Obviously, I mean that's like the number one tip that we can give to any new player in the game, and also even some veteran players that might not have spoken to other people, is never underestimate the lower level servants. Lelouch Avenger, I would say hold off on it because Jian is permanent in the polls. She's always in the polls. It's not like you're going to be missing out on her right now. The likelihood that you would pull her is actually still relatively low. It's not like you're going to be seeing something, like a one pull wonder type thing right away. I mean, certainly some people do get lucky, but it's highly unlikely. For banners like these, my best recommendation would be wait until you get enough courts, or even if you do have enough courts to do like a good solid 5 pulls. Um, that's when you're in a position to start pulling for banners that you want to look at. Because then, if you don't get it the first try, you can always try a couple more times. And when it comes to Jian, yeah, her self stun is a limiting factor, especially because of her Noble Phantasm's self stun for 2 turns. So it is limiting until she gets her upgrade quest. So it's very iffy. And late game, from what I've seen, other reviews on her, she's very lackluster in the strength department, so she's not going to be helping you take down enemies any faster or increase survivability by a huge margin. As you would still have to refill her NP after every use anyway. So there goes a couple turns where you have a lot of vulnerability, and she's not going to be doing any damage to help at that point as well. So she's definitely a servant that is good to have if you do pull her, but not something worth going after right away. But yeah, no problem. Anytime. And so going back to our list, we're going to be going back over our 5 tips and good practices in Fate Grand Order. The first tip is always never underestimate the 3-star servants. And besides the higher level, the 3 stars and the 2 stars that are always mentioned, we have the I didn't make this list right away, but the Robin Hood, the Medea, the uh, Hans. Who else? Who else is on that list? Um, and the obviously Ku Chulainn is one. And besides those godlike of the lower level servants, there's a few others that are definitely worth mentioning and that have some very interesting skills to be able to use, and that are like you always got to have the right tool for the tool set is as well. So we're talking Arash is one of them, Asteros is another, Georgios is another, Kiyohime is another, and then Alexander is the last one that I was looking at talking about. All of them have something to bring to the table when it comes to different play styles. And so it's something that can definitely, increase a player's toolbox when using them. Specifically, Arash, it looks like he's great for clearing strong waves of enemies, and then with his Noble Phantasm, he removes himself from the battle, which generally, that's another one-trick pony. Just kind of how how Robin Hood is. But since he immediately removes himself, you don't have to wait for him to die. That's the extra bonus, so that you can get those servants out that you want to get out. Asteros, he's looks like his skill set is geared towards lowering the defense of enemies, and his No Phantasm increases on Buster performance by 60% when his skills are fully leveled as well. So it looks like he can definitely hold his own when it comes to damage for short periods of time. So and since he is a Berserker class, it's on that point where all that short period of time is all you need. Georgius, Saint George, obviously he works extremely well with Siegfried, also on the banner at the current time, so that's not bad. And he draws attention to himself, which is good. A taunt is extremely useful in this game, especially combined with Mash. For example, if you have Georgius uses taunt and then use Mash's invincibility, you got an extremely good combo for working with waves of enemies that that you're slowly whittling down. Kiyohime, she's actually a pretty well-rounded servant for a 3-star. Not bad. She has one double-edged skill, which is weak to start with, but actually gets quite strong towards the end of its skill upgrades. And the other 2 skills are actually quite useful for her, especially after the 3rd ascension. And not only that, she has an AoE Noble Phantasm, which is kind of rare for the Berserker class. So that's something to keep in mind as well for Kiyohime. And then Alexander, he's an interesting one. He's a little weak, but he's definitely got some good skills. He's good for a quick team. He's got charisma. He's got some pretty decent quick card performance boosting skills, and he has a Noble Phantasm similar to Hassan, but also it gains crit stars and it's AoE. So, I mean, he's kind of one of those that might be a little bit of a surprise once you get him fully leveled. So definitely something to keep an eye out. So those are the servants that I've been looking at, kind of spotlighting in this next video. Hope you guys like it so far. If you have any comments or concerns, please let me know. See if we can upgrade that list and modify it. Yeah, can say. I think I checked on Kiyohime as well. She doesn't have any strengthening quests or anything like that. So her skills are what they are. For what they are, there's nothing to improve upon. Which kind of sucks, because if she did get some kind of improvement, for example, removing that oh, mirror. Oh, okay, that might make sense if her 3rd skill is locked behind a strengthening quest. It's possible. I'll have to double check for sure to make sure to look. But even then, if she got something a little bit better than that, than just that 3rd skill. I think the 3rd skill is a Buster up or a Strength up, one of the 2. So once I get that a little bit more fleshed out, that looks like it'll be close to the final list for us. Nick, I hope you're asking in the chat, because I'm not even sure about that. I haven't played the JP version, so we'll see. Maybe I'll take a look at him right now in a few minutes. But hopefully someone else in chat can answer you. That's definitely a good question. If Kentoki is a useful berserker for the JP players that do have access to him or her, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I know I'm kind of relatively new here to the Fate game series as well for right now. So I'm learning, you're learning, we're all learning at the same time. It's nothing wrong with that. So the second item on my list for the next upcoming video is I'm thinking about mentioning to do as much story as possible. Because I've noticed with this current account, I haven't done much of the story, especially with the events that we've had. I haven't done much of the story um, when it comes to that. Um, and it's actually quite useful. I'm getting like as I'm pushing through it right now during this break, I'm seeing I'm getting a lot of skill upgrade items and several ascension items. I'm not sure if they're listed as permanent drops, as in everyone gets them, or there is a high chance for those items to drop from the story missions. And I'm talking about like the actual core story missions, not the extra mission you get once you beat a level um, or an area, a zone. So that's something to take into account. Like, if you haven't finished up as much of the story as you can, that's a good idea to work on that to not only get those ascension items, but to also, have availability and access to the events once they start becoming more um, singularity locked, where you have to have completed certain singularities. Ooh, that was a long sentence. But anyways, I digress. So and that's something to keep in mind, keep in the back of your head. I know a few of us, me myself included, has been strictly doing only story quests throughout this entire break, or not story quests, doing nothing but dailies. And dailies are nice. They do give you what you're looking for, except for those monster hunter quests. They just never drop anything for me. But but the drop rates on ascension items are terribly low for those quests. So doing some of the story might be a faster way of getting just a little bit for everyone, because it is kind of a random drop when it comes to the story quests on what you're going to get depending on the enemies that you fight. So that's point number 2. Point number 3 is obviously to look at to always look at the free daily poll. That's something that can be easily skipped, especially with the weird time that the refresh is done. I know, uh, sometimes you might not do it even in the evening, and then you go to work, and by the time you're out of work, it's it's already it's already passed, and so then you missed a day. So always try to like either set an alarm or set a timer to do the daily every day, along along with taking advantage of the extra storage of using the second archive. That's a good thing to take advantage of, because it obviously gives you that extra space. And so right now with my second archive, what I plan to do with it is to just fill it with XP cards, so that once I get to a point where all of my servants are leveled up to a good stopping point, I will start throwing XP cards into my second archive, so that when I do get a new servant and I want to level them quickly, I'll have that backlog. Oh, thanks, Kensei. Appreciate for the lookout on the maintenance notice. I actually didn't take a look at that myself either. So, and I was actually planning on ending this stream in about 35 minutes. So that's perfect for us. It's not a big deal. And then I'll make sure to waste all my AP as well. Or not waste it, but use it and get it all used up before maintenance starts. So thanks for the lookout. Thanks for keeping an eye on that for us. Yeah, I guess it was something I didn't even go over that during the announcement, during the video that I made this morning about the news. It completely glossed over it. kind of funny, but it happens. It is what it is. So just going back to point three on what I wanted to go over with you guys real quick. Just use that second archive to the extent possible. If you're overflowing with free servants, throw some of them back there that are already NP level 5 that you don't plan on touching for a while. And then you can use whatever you want to do with the extra ones. Burn them, whatever you feel like doing with them. But just at least have that one copy of the NP5 servant in your backlog will help you later on when you do find a situation where you might need them or you might have a use for them. So always try to take advantage of the many different features that the game offers. And his Noble Phantasm is charged. So in case I can't kill him, we will do this. Yeah, sounds good, Kinsei. We'll definitely have to keep an eye out for when I get one of those. But for everyone else, I mean, it makes sense. Keep a hold of all the servants you can. At least have one copy of every single servant that you ever pull, to use later on when you see something that servant could be useful in. Oh man. Yeah. Hopefully, by this time in the game, you've already gotten a decent set of friends list that and decent number of people that pull. I actually continually go through my friends list every day and check and see who's gone inactive, and I remove those people from my friends list. Not to be a douchebag or anything, but just got to keep it updated. If you have people that are going to be on there, and they're not upgrading their servants, not keeping up with the game, then that's also another point that that you should look at, because they're just going to be holding you back. Let's take a look at the news real quick. Maintenance, duh. Unscheduled maintenance. All right. Yeah, I can say I believe that's you're probably spot on or getting close to what was going on with their no news developments. Oof, 2,500 plus AP for 5 lanterns, Mare. That's quite a bit. That is definitely quite a bit. So, anyways, moving on. That was point three. Was just take advantage of the game's systems. Point four is obviously you always want to use as much AP as possible. Never stay in that overflow state whenever you can, and obviously bring it down as fast as you can with dailies or other stuff so that you're continually generating AP. That's a quick rundown of that. I mean, you don't need a whole lot more explanation, I'm sure. And then point number five is always prioritize ascension over skills. Getting a max level skill will obviously not help you if you don't have the strength or survivability of a higher level servant for higher level quests or harder difficulty items. So that's kind of a quick rundown if you're here, just on the video that I plan on doing tomorrow morning. It should be released tomorrow morning, foreseeing unless we have some very unforeseen circumstances where I won't be able to. But other than that, should be a good day. Nothing too crazy. But for everybody. Awesome, Mayor. That's good to see. See, those low level servants are definitely good for something. Oh, man. Yeah, I can say I agree. Hercules' Bond Ascension craft essence, or Bond craft essence, is just absolutely insane. So, something to keep an eye out for if you ever do get Hercules. For whoever does. Oof. But anyways, that was the video. Back onto whatever we have. Any conversation topics you guys want to bring up, that'll be just fine. I think we're all short of fangs, can say. That's something that's extremely hard to find. Well, not extremely hard to find, but it's definitely not easy to get those darn things. Oh, Mary, you're too lucky. Yeah, almost nothing dropped for me during the Nero Fest. It was all just, the normal XP cards or whatever. Nothing amazing. So, yeah, fortunately, that was my Nero Fest experience. A whole lot of no drops for me. Yeah, Nick, I agree with Kinsey. Just hold off on them. This is the exact same reason I'm holding off on trying to farm things for my Gilgamesh. There's no point when we know they're going to be coming. So as long as they don't spend, a good 2 months waiting to give us this event, I think we'll be just fine. Although, I'd love to see some kind of just filler events. Filler events being, an event that they just give us like a small little no banner with the event, just or maybe like a rehash of this Altria. I mean not Altria, but Gian banner. Just something to hold us over, give us some content, some daily content, or something interesting to use uh, for the time being. Yeah, Nick. Unfortunately, that's something we can't exactly predict. So, yeah, it is what it is. I know, and also, we have to think about not only if you do end up grinding something right now and getting, all the monuments or all the statues, whatever you do need for Ascension for right now. Down the line, you're always going to be seeing new servants come out, new banners, new whatever. So it isn't completely a waste of time, but definitely it's something you could be using for other purposes. So always, um, uh, I'm thinking, try to push for, like goal, some kind of goal for yourself for when you do play throughout the week or throughout like these slow periods. Oh, that's awesome, Nick. Congrats on getting her to max ascension. Oh no, this is bad. I'm extremely close to leveling up, and I don't exactly want to level up right now. I know, right? Oof, if I do this quest, it'll push me over because that's at least maybe 10,000, maybe 8,000 actually. So, yeah, we got like 30 minutes. I think I can spam some story while we wait and accept some friend requests too. Oh, would you look at that? Someone with a decent waiver wants me to be their friend. Yeah, but I also need to do story, so that's actually not a complete waste if I go to do story right now. I think it's actually closer to 7,000. Can say. I want to say it's closer to 7 than 5, and I'm right at that point. I have 9,000, so I don't want to get it too close, especially in case I accidentally hit. Or actually, tomorrow morning when I have full AP, I'll just go ahead and roll that over, hopefully, and get that new level. And I'll have time in the morning to. Okay, Faded Hero, thanks. Thanks for letting us know exactly. Actually, yeah, I'll run through that. Oh, oops, actually, wrong. Let's see, Mara. Let's see what interludes I do have unlocked. Because I still have yet to complete Orleans, and I know a lot of them require Orleans. The only one I have unlocked is Gilgamesh's interlude, it looks like. And I'm not sure I want to start that. I actually might think about doing just a video playthrough, kind of like a guide on how to go through these interludes. So, so I might hold off on this just for now. I know his interludes are actually really good because it upgrades his strength, his noble phantasm strength by a large amount. but it's not something that I actually need exactly right now. So yeah, like I can say it is uh, a little challenging at points. I did take a look at through the wiki page to see what enemies we do get, and and they weren't easy looking for by any means, um, and especially since my uh, list of servants is still relatively small. I want to kind of build that up and get some servants higher, not only like level wise and skill wise as well. So I mean, I got about 7 servants that I'm actually currently using, and I want to build that list to probably reach down to the end of here. I'll probably get at least 12 good different class servants. So let's go to Orleans real quick and just burn some. Actually, nah, that might take too long. I don't know. We'll just do that daily since it is confirmed. It's not quite as much XP as we thought it was. And then we'll probably have time to do one more small mission before we get off tonight. Might as well use that one again. Worked out pretty well the last time. So yeah, if hopefully if this Otakon event goes pretty well for them, we might have some kind of fun rewards. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see what happens at the end. Ooh, Nick, that's quite a bit of AP. Unfortunately, it is only a 3-hour maintenance, I think it is. So you're not losing a whole lot if you do pick it up right after in those 3 hours. But in 3 hours, I think you might have said you were on the East Coast as well. So yeah, that's going to be in the middle of the night, not exactly the time we want to be playing. Or we want to be stuck in the middle of this game. Ooh, Chimera opponents. That doesn't sound fun. Yeah, Nick, that's going to be quite early in the morning for you. I wouldn't want to be up at that time either. I'd say maybe try to burn through some story missions as quick as possible, or burn through some like low-level quests, unless you're not close to leveling up, and just do the high-level dailies. Awesome, Nick. Good luck with that. No. Wow, Mare. 6 high HP ghosts and a 200k or so HP Marie boss. That sounds interesting. I wonder if she's able to spam her invincibility skill in that quest. That would make it seriously impossible. Hopefully they turn that one off for that quest. Leave her heals, but the invincibility, oof, that's tough. She's one of those servants that, as an enemy, is ridiculous without the proper servants to counter. Oh, Mare, that's awful. I would hate to see what a fully ascended Marie boss with I can't remember the name of it right now. The name of her skill. that gives her invincibility for a couple turns. That's just awful. Or a couple attacks, and it's the same thing. It's extremely similar to Ku Chilane's evade, which is the same thing. 3 attacks of invincibility, or yeah, three attack evade, and hers is a 3 attack invincibility. So it's extremely powerful skill to have for any servant, even low star Ku and decently 4-star Marie. So yeah, good luck with that interlude quest for whoever has to face it and doesn't have the proper servants to counter. Hopefully by that time I will also have the proper servants to counter, and hopefully by that time I'll also have my own Marie, which I still have yet to have. So that should be fun. Good old days. Ooh, that was a complete waste. That's okay, no big deal. These missions aren't relatively hard at all either. Oh, it's round 3. I should just use Noble Phantasm. That's fine. But yeah, just a reminder for anyone that is new here or hasn't joined the Discord yet, go on and take a look at our Discord. Hopefully, you might find something interesting or useful when you get there. Ooh, Fated Hero. That might not be a completely great idea, because Medea is a caster, and writers like Marie are effective against casters. So she might not survive, depending on how strong your Medea is. So I know her Noble Phantasm cuts through invincibility. Yeah, so I mean, a couple hits from Marie and Medea's gonna be knocked out. I mean, it's a great idea for sure. I mean, I don't doubt that it's possible, but knowing Medea's HP numbers and that extra efficiency that Marie would have, it's just not a good idea. I mean, I understand where you're coming from with that, and that's perfectly respectable. But who knows? Maybe we'll give it a try later on when we get a chance. That should be interesting for sure. And it looks like we are just about out of AP, and this maintenance should be starting in a little bit less than 30 minutes, which is not bad. I actually have enough to get one more 10 AP daily done. So I'll go ahead and do that before maintenance is over, and then it looks like we'll probably be ending the stream at that point. So besides that, what else have you guys been using this time to this interlude in between events time to do? I want to hear what you guys are up to. I know I've been farming dailies and trying to push through the story as fast as possible. But I'd like to hear what some other people have. Maybe they have a different take on what they're using their time, their daily AP APs, or their their AP between these events. Oh, and I know we can do a summon as well. We can do a free point summon. We haven't I haven't reclaimed mine for today. Awesome, Kinsei. Good to hear. Yeah, man, I've been trying to level up my servants, my lower level servants as well. I know though those 40 AP quests are definitely where it's at when it comes to mana prisms. And we have another Wolfgang, which he's all right. Nothing crazy. And then more lower level stuff that I already have. It seems like the last, I think, 3 friend point summons that I've done, I haven't gotten anything new. Nothing new. And it's crazy to think that I haven't gotten anything new in the past like 3 or 4 summons. Because generally you do get something new every time you do summon, so it's odd. Let's see, who do we have here? Oh no, that's Ascension, wrong one. Or was I in the right one? Oh, who's available to ascend? Oh yes, I can ascend Ushi Wakamaru. I'm still not sure if I want to ascend her just yet, only because I have been working on Martha, and just because her just because of her focus as an arts writer, with her 3 arts cards, kind of helps with generating the NP on my magic, my Nero and Hans setup. So that's actually pretty decent for her to use, for her to be there and be ascended. Yeah, I can say she definitely has her appeal. I'll agree with you there. Oh, looks like I have Wolfgang already maxed out with NP. Then these 2 other maxed out as well. And let's upgrade these guys real quick, and then probably go into that 10 AP daily before we head on out of here. Let's see, we're at 9, half of the time remaining. Awesome, Kensei. You just got him. Good times. Good times. It's always nice to have NP level 5 servants just ready and waiting for whenever you need them. Ooh, that's a little too much. I'm going to drop some of these off. 46, 48, yeah. Just in case we get lucky with that Super Suck or the Great Suck. Leo Lee, currently I don't have very many. Ooh, Super Suck, awesome. Good times. I want to say I'm probably in like the 10s, but I'll check right now and see. We'll throw 2 of those in there. See if we get 2 in a row. I've gotten Super Sucks twice in a row before. It's kind of crazy. let's see what we need. More dragon teeth. That's fun. Oh man, Nick. Good luck with that. Keep that grind. That grind is real. But anyways, folks, I think this is the last mission that we're gonna do before we just head off. It was great talking to you. Good. It's always good to see you guys chat. Tomorrow morning, I might do another ninja stream. We'll see if I have time. I'm gonna work on that video real quick. Hopefully, get it published, put it out real quick, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. So remember, if you're new, check out the Discord. See if definitely always good. It's a good resource that we have there. So yeah, Kinsey, I plan on farming the shop for foos this month because currently none of my servants have maxed out foos or attack and HP, so that's something I probably should work on. And I believe there's 20 and 20, 20 HP, 20 HP, and 20 attack, which is enough for 2 servants, I believe. So that's not bad. And it looks like I have 33 mana prisms at this current moment, which isn't an entirely huge amount, but it's definitely reasonable enough considering we still have 23 days. So, and with that, I think we're gonna end this stream here. Hope everyone has a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Catch you later.